and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Talk Records. I'm here with Miss LadySoul and the Big Yellow Rebel once again. That's right, and we love it. Now, y'all might be looking and thinking, like, wait a minute, episode 5, they got the same clothes on and the same background. That's because we recorded these babies back to back. So I don't want y'all to think we don't bathe and take care of ourselves, because we do. We're just doing 2 in 1. So with that said, hello everybody out there watching us. And we're back with another episode. And this episode is going to be about what do we think about music critics. And we're going to kind of touch again on the high price of this vinyl that's just skyrocketing. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny that the price of vinyl is going up, up, up. Like, I guess the record companies think inflation don't exist because they thinking we all still got all this money to just spend on records. You know, forget going to your grocery store, feeding your family, buy a record. Forget putting gas in your car. Buy a record. You know, so if I can't eat or put gas in my car, how can I come to the store and buy a record? So, record stores, record companies, have mercy on the consumers. You know,
I ran out of gas just trying to go to the record store the other day.
There you go. Because I know the consumers are out there saying, hey, also I left out a very important thing too. People on medication. What you gonna do? Not take your high blood pressure pill, your diabetic pill, to buy a record?
People have kids
you might even go to the record store.
People have
so
kids.
Now that I got all that run out the way, let's just talk about critics, music critics. Yeah. Now, me personally, I want to start. I always say ladies, but I want to start because y'all probably saying, won't you start for a change, DJ Funk? So, okay, I want to start. How I feel about music critics is that I feel who are they to tell us what we should like or how we feel about music. Because to me, music is always personal. I mean, we all can hear the same song and have different feelings about it. So to pick up a book, say, a release of an album, and somebody's telling you, oh, this is didn't sound as good as her first album or his first album. We look at this like, oh, I'm not going to buy this record because the critics said. Why would you not buy a record because it would somebody say that you don't even know? That's how I always looked at critics. That's why I never followed critics because I don't believe in anybody telling me how something sounds to me or how I should feel about it. So when it comes to critics, I'm a big no. I never pay attention to critics. But hey, it's a job for somebody out there. So I'm not trashing your job. I'm just saying I don't listen to you. So that's just how I feel. I just basically feel that I'm not going to listen to a stranger tell me how I should feel about a certain genre of music or the artist that's making. So that's just my take on it. So, what do you think about that, Mikey?
You know, I'm like you, bro. My brother, let me tell you, look, I've always read, you know, like I read music columns, I've always been reading music columns, Rolling Stone, you know. It's nice to get opinion, and that's really all music reviews by music critics. That's all they are to me. It's just an opinion. It's never going to dictate one way or the other what I decide to buy or what I decide to listen to. The majority of the artists that I listen to are pop artists. right out the gate, many music critics are not kind towards pop artists. So they're automatically going to tell you this album sucks, or it's not worth your time. It's a 2 out of 5 stars, that sort of thing. And yet some of the albums from those artists that I bought over the years, those artists have outlasted the critics. And those albums have outlasted the critics. The ones that the critics told you not to get, and they're like classic albums now. So it's like, it just goes to show critics don't know everything.
Right.
So it's just an opinion. Like I said, I never pay attention to it. I might read some reviews, from time to time, but I don't let it influence me. If it's an artist I like, or maybe I saw a performance of, kind of like the artist was promoting their album and I'm intrigued. I'm like, okay, I think I might want to get this. Am I not going to get it because a music critic doesn't think it's worth it? No, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I'm right there with you. It's just words, it's their opinion, and that's really all it is. But like you said, they have to make a living.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, I don't take too much stock in music criticism. So.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Miss LadySoul, how about you?
But I feel about the same way as Mikey on this. Sometimes I might read some reviews regarding an album and whatnot, but my personal critics are this. My ears. And I know what I like. I know the musical genres I like. So hey, if it's an artist or if it's a musical genre that I'm not really familiar with, maybe I'm gonna look out, from some reviews just to get some info, just to have more information about that particular album, for example. But I'm not gonna base my main choice on a critic or on a review, because if you think about it, music critics, I mean, they were based. I mean, they were based for. It's been a long time since music critics exist. I mean, since maybe, I don't know, maybe the 40s, the 60s, maybe for classical music or jazz and whatnot. But when it comes to popular music, I think it started really in the 60s, maybe with the Beatles and all these big bands, you know what I mean? But musical critics, I mean, it's just, for me, in my opinion, it's just another marketing element, honestly. Because many factors are mixed into this whole musical critic thing. I mean, it can be political, it can be, I don't know, what it's in the society at this particular moment. Because I'm thinking about the Rolling Stone. They did what's the 500 best albums of all time. They did
the hip hop.
Not hip hop. It was in general, and the best albums in general.
Okay.
The 500 or 100 best albums of all time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
I think it was released last year or this year. I don't remember, but it was funny to me because I checked the list, and I think it was Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" that was the best, the number one, the derived at number one, and I was like, why is that? I mean, I was pretty sure that, I was thinking like, oh, we're going to see a Beatles album at number one for sure, or a classic rock album for sure. And I was actually surprised when I saw Marvin Gaye's What's Going On at number one. But then again, it was that old, Black Lives Movement going on. It was that old, what? So, I mean, they had to put a Black artist up there at number one. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying it's influenced by so many factors now. It's ridiculous. It might be, might be, like I said, let's target, the Black audience. Let's target a Black artist because of what's going on, because of what's the name of the guy who got killed by the police last year?
George Floyd.
George Floyd. This whole George Floyd event going on and whatnot. Tragedy going on. So it's affecting all this, or what, the gay movement being more, more prominent and whatnot. So that's
I think you've got something there. I'm not cutting you off, but I'm listening to you. This was Rolling Stone's 500
500 or 100. I'm not sure about the amount of records, but it was,
I think it's top 100 albums.
It was the best album of all time, and Marvin Gaye arrived at number one, and I was pretty surprised about that. I was
Marvin
Gaye, what's going on? The best album of all time for I think it was in 2022 or 2021. I think it was this year. I
think there's something to that, because and specifically with Rolling Stone, because it's either. It could have been one of two factors. The fact that there's a lot more social consciousness going on, which might have influenced that decision, right? With Black Lives Matter, when what's going on originally came out. What was the year? Was it 1970, 1971?
I think it was it was at least 71, I think.
Right. And here we are again, some 50 years later with the same issues going on. So I can kind of see why maybe they thought that was the appropriate choice to go with. Also, I've noticed Rolling Stone's writing and their writers have changed over the years. They have a lot more, let's just say they're a lot more diversified now. You're seeing a lot more Black voices writing for Rolling Stone now, where you didn't see that before. I mean, literally, Rolling Stone, all of it, they were all white, all the writers, virtually. I mean, I don't even want to say virtually or almost. For years, they were. But in recent years, specifically the last few years, that's why you're seeing a lot more Black artists being featured on the cover, a lot more feature stories on, African-American artists. So I'm wondering if that might have had something to do with the list and the choice that they made, because, now they've got a more diverse group of people coming up with these lists. So,
But the reason for that is because, if you want to keep on selling papers and making money, you got to go with the flow. What is the number one genre right now? It's hip hop. It's hip hop. So Rolling Stone is not stupid. They know that, hey, if we're going to keep on selling these little magazines and being a force in the music for people to listen to, when we write stuff, we got to go with the number one. It's just like saying, okay, we know hip hop's number one. We don't give a damn. We still going to pay all this attention to country. See how many papers and people pay attention to them then. So I think hip hop being the number one force right now, that's why you're seeing that as well. But when you look at Marvin Gaye being the number one album, you can't go wrong.
No.
Like what Eve said, with the times that is going on now. Plus, hey, you can't go wrong just saying Marvin Gaye anyway.
Oh, it's an amazing record. It's not the fact that it's not.
Yeah.
I was not saying that it's how come it's number one. No, it's an amazing record. It's just that I was surprised to see it at number one. I was surprised at number one
because
coming from Rolling Stone,
even the Marvin Gaye one step sold out.
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
and that's the cream of the crop. Record buyers, wink, wink. Even that sold out. So, hey, it's something there. There's something there. So, Rolling Stones, they just playing their game, you know, to stay on top as far as being considered record critics and whatever. You know, you got to go with the flow, and that's what they're doing.
But
going with the flow.
They're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
In order to stay relevant, you know, like I said, Rolling Stone and a lot of magazines, they've had to employ a lot more Black voices, and that, which really, that's how it should have been. You know, it always should have been diversified, where you're hearing from everybody. But I think after hearing from one point of view for so long, maybe that's why see Marvin Gaye at the top was kind of surprising, given the list that they've had before. You maybe not, you know, wouldn't have seen, you know, that type of album at the #1 spot, given the history of the type of list that we've seen from them in the past. But since, you know, there's so much more, so many more Black writers and music critics, if you read Rolling Stone now, you know, we're hearing a lot more different points of view. So, and in order to stay relevant, like you said, hip hop, one of the #1 music genres that, you know, there is right now, one of the most money-making genres, one of the most popular, you know, so yeah, they're looking to stay relevant. And then too, with magazine subscriptions going way down, I must get Rolling Stone. You know, I was a subscriber with them for a long time. I finally had to let it go. I get those "baby, please come back" emails, you know, like 5 times a day for Rolling Stone, you know. But, you know, if you see Rolling Stone now on the newsstand, they're like the size of a pamphlet. So there's no need to subscribe anymore. So I do read them online, and I've noticed all these changes, you know, with the type of writing, the type of artist featured, the cover stories. And just to wrap it all up, they're trying to stay relevant. And this is how they're doing it, you know, so unless they want to sink, you know.
Honestly, now with internet and whatnot, with YouTube, with all, you know, these, you know, websites and whatnot, do you really need musical critics? It's just, I cannot understand back in the day, in the 70s or 60s, when, you know, there was no internet, you know, there was no streaming, there was no, you know, so if you wanted to know more about an album, you know, have an idea about a new release and whatnot, I understand how you could, you know, go and listen to musical critics or read a review and whatnot. But now, honestly, if I want to know, like this morning, what I did this morning, I went to Spotify and sampled Beyonce's new album. And personally, I don't like it because I'm not a huge fan of dance music. I'm not a huge fan of Beyonce. So I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. But afterwards, I went on YouTube just to check some reviews, you know, to see what people are thinking about this album. Are they thinking the same thing as I'm thinking, you know? And the funny thing is, with music critics, some artists are just untouchable as well. And Beyonce is one of them. I've read so many critics of Beyonce's albums, this one or previous one, and I don't think I've ever read a bad critic about her work. Never. Okay. Some artists are just untouchable like that. So that's another thing about music critics. Sometimes you take some, you leave some, because there's so many factors coming into, you know, it's sometimes it doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't. Some artists, some people are scared to say something about it. And Beyonce is this type of artist.
Well, you know what that is, though, don't you? You know what it is, because they don't want to mess up that chance of maybe having a chance to interview them.
Maybe that's it as well.
You know, so it's like, if I say something bad about this record and then run into them at the airport or something, you know, they're not gonna give me an interview.
Maybe
You'll say, "Oh, you that son of a bitch that wrote that bad." You know, get on out of here. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
man.
in a sense, I agree with you, E. When you carry that kind of power, which right now Beyonce is, you know, you don't want to mess that chance up to get that one-on-one interview.
Some artists, some bands are just untouchable when it comes to critics. There's no bad critics, bad reviews. You're going to rarely see a bad reviews of, I don't know, Paul McCartney or the Beatles or, you know, Beyonce or, yeah, you say something bad about this. Even the fans, I mean, Beyonce fans, how do they call them? Beehives?
Beehive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Beehive.
I haven't heard anything from it yet. I'm intrigued because I am looking forward to picking it up, but I do want to hear some tracks first.
I mean,
but
it's well produced in my opinion, but if you're a fan of dance music, of, you know, of house music, dance music, I think you're gonna enjoy it.
If you put it this way, Mike, if you love CC Pennison, you'll love that hit she got out there.
Wait a minute. I'm a fan of CC Pennison.
Finally.
Yes, finally.
I'm a fan of 90s house music, but I didn't. This one, I don't. I'm not connecting with this album from Beyonce. But
that's fair enough.
Personally, I think it's the weakest album. It's so different from it's night and day from Lemonade, for example.
Wow.
But I think it's so weakest. I think.
But maybe that's why she was trying to, like, Lemonade was hard to top. So maybe, you know, that was her intent. She was trying to do something so different from it. And really all I have read so far have been the reviews from the critics. I really haven't heard much from it yet. I've seen the images from the album, the pre-orders and everything. But I haven't properly heard it yet. So, but if you're saying it's dance music and CC Pennison revisited,
but it's different. I really like I said, 90s house, like CC Pennison, CNC Music Factory. The other one is escaping me. Crystal Waters. I love that stuff. I love that stuff.
So
it's different.
You're talking to the biggest Donna Summer fan out there.
Yeah.
Dance music. Yes. So when you said dance music,
as soon as she said dance music, soon as she said dance music, I said, "Well, I'm on it."
Oh, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it then.
I think I'll like, you know. And I'm not like you. I'm not, you know, where I love everything Beyonce does. I'm not like that. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm picky and choosy about what I buy from her. You know, there's some things I like, some things I don't. It sounds like I could really get into it, but like I said, I don't want to speak too soon. You know, let me hear some of it first. But just seeing what I've seen, the reactions I've been hearing from the other fans have been, I would say, pretty good. But
production wise, you're gonna like it. But her vocals are not. I don't know. I don't think her vocals are the most important thing in that particular project, in my opinion.
I was gonna say maybe she's playing it safe, and instead of putting out something vocally impressive, she just wants to have fun with.
That's it.
Beyonce been playing it safe for a while with her vocals. You've been doing that for a minute now. You know, I've been listening to her vocals lately, and I mean, she just been keeping that low register. You know, and it's almost, Beyonce is almost like she's almost taking baritone. She ain't raising that voice up.
Really?
She ain't hitting no octave.
It's not like she was in Destiny's Child, for example. It's not. It's not. That's not it.
Wow. Maybe she's just like, I don't have anything else to prove. I ain't killing myself out here.
And she's freestyling a lot. She's like, almost kind of rapping on some tracks, and and she does that often, pretty often now. And I was, what?
You're like, what's that?
I just,
so where did that come from?
Where is that coming from? I don't know.
You know, I tell you what, I seen a video. It's a video out there on YouTube talking about Beyonce, how her voice has changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And they noticed that her voice now is more heavy. And then they had a doctor talking about when women have kids,
yes,
the voice change.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
And the voice get deeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, what, Beyonce has 3 kids now?
Yeah.
Does she? Wow.
Yeah, Blue Ivy just hit the
twins, yeah.
Oh,
so 3 kids.
Yeah.
And that could be it too. Her voice could be a lot heavier, and she can't get those high notes like she used to.
Okay.
You know,
because
I mean, she never was really a Mariah Carey now.
No.
But she did have a lot higher range when you listen to her earlier stuff.
Okay.
Versus now, she's more keeping that safe level. Okay. You know, I think the last thing I remember her really trying to hit some higher notes was Halo.
Ooh, okay.
After Halo, it seemed like everything kind of was under that. Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Maybe motherhood has kind of changed her vocally. Yeah. And you know, she's picking projects that showcase her voice where it's at now, you know, where it's at right now. You know, so that could be it. She's taking more time in between albums and things. So so that maybe that is a good reason. Yeah.
And just like and the reason I not making an excuse for, I mean, that's part of life. That's life.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
You know, and I mean, you know, and y'all know I love female vocalists. I love female vocalists. Hey, like I say, I think 80% of my collection number female. But anyway,
I believe it.
If I reach behind me, well, you see my wall back there. But anyway,
got the Janet wall.
But even Toni Braxton, her voice is a lot heavier now than when she came out with her debut album.
And it was heavier back then.
That's why I said it's a lot heavier now than her debut album. She came out with a heavy voice.
Yeah.
But now, then, when she came out the album, she had no kids. You know, she got 2, I think them boys are grown now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had kids. And if you notice, as she went on, it almost sounded like she was mumbling sometimes.
Yeah.
Her voice was so heavy. You know, and I saw an interview of Toni Braxton when she said it was times she didn't like her voice when she talked. She sounded so androgynous, she said. You know.
Wow.
So, you know, it's a thing. It is called life.
Yeah.
When
it happens.
Your body, especially being a female, your body go through a lot more changes than men.
Right.
Especially when having children.
Right.
You know.
And you know, but you know, whether it's male or female, you know, your voice, you know, is your instrument, and the slightest little thing can affect it. If you're going through something emotionally, you're going to hear it in your voice. If you know, hormonally, you're going to hear it in your voice. You have children, you know, you know, you could be hearing a totally different type of voice than how you sounded before you had kids. So there's so many things.
But I will say this, it's a difference between life changing your voice or you abusing it with smoking, heavy drinking, drug use.
Yeah. That's why you'll see a lot of singers. They'll see a lot of singers that won't touch cigarettes. They won't touch, you know, alcohol because they want to preserve their voice and things like that.
That's what makes it so sad to know that and to see that Whitney Houston was a smoker.
Yeah.
Right.
and had that beautiful gift that God gave her.
Gift.
And it made me mad. It made me mad that to me, it's like she abused it.
Right.
You know, with
that last album or two, her voice wasn't gone, but it had changed. So it was so radically different.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a prime example.
So I was saying that music critics, I mean, nowadays they definitely not as important as it was maybe in the 60s or in the 70s. But now and then I like to go check. I mean, on YouTube you have Anthony Fantano, who I really like to check out his stuff, his reviews and whatnot. So yeah, sometimes, but I always trust myself. I mean, trust my ears, trust what I like, trust my preferences. I mean, that's the main thing. I mean, I don't buy stuff, based on a review. Come on now. Come on. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we did go off the wagon there. We went all the way to the voices. And thank you for bringing us back. Because me and Mikey, we just went off the trail talking about voices.
But we went to Beyonce and that did it.
Smoking and drinking, and we just went there like, oh my goodness. But I will say this, Eve, and it's what you said. Because of the internet, everybody's a critic. Yeah. Everybody's a critic.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And I've read that that is actually bothering a lot of professional music critics, because now they are saying this with internet and whatnot. Everybody can call themselves a critic now, and it's true.
But everybody is a critic because music is personal.
Yeah, of course.
I can be in love with an artist. This artist can have 10 albums, and my personal choice and how I feel about those 10 albums, I will put them in order what I think is the best.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? So we all critics.
Yeah.
So these critics should be upset because it comes down to what I like is personal to me. And how I feel about it and think about it is personal to me.
Yeah.
So, hey, I might fit to piss off a lot of critics. Hey, better look for a new job. Because with the internet, everybody's a critic.
Everybody's a critic.
So being a critic is your bread and butter. Better start looking for another job.
Yeah.
But you know what? Going back, we were talking a few minutes ago about, do we really need critics now in 2022? I don't think we really need critics now. Right now, I look at music critics, movie critics. It's all just for promotion. Yeah. It's just promotion.
Exactly.
Because no one really needs this now, but doesn't it look better when an artist has an album come out and you've got a major music critic saying it's 5 stars, it's awesome, it's this, it's that, and they analyze it. And so, and they usually the music, the critiques come out before the release of the album. So when they see that blah, blah, blah says this is a 5-star album, it's excellent, somebody is more likely to go out and get it or purchase it. So I think it's just nothing but promotion really now.
So marketing, it's another marketing element. That's it.
Another marketing tool.
That's it. That's
all. I agree with that. I agree with that, Mikey. But in 2022, I gotta disagree with that.
Okay.
Because what you just said, I remember like 90s, 80s, 70s, critics come out. I remember, Thriller came out. He wrote about it. Fantastic. He read, but everybody wasn't in tune with the internet either. But as time went on, now let's just fast forward to 2022, where somebody could say, or now you're in a record store and see an album. You pull it up on your phone. Oh, I'm going to buy that. Pick it up. You got it. because you heard it. Yeah. So your phone becomes your critic to your ear. So you don't need Jeff Reed. I just made that name up, but if it's really a Jeff Reed out there, I'm not talking about you. But you don't need Jeff Reed no more. You see that record in the store. Say you go in there to get Renaissance, Beyonce's new album, and you flip it through and you say, let me check this out. What you going to do? You're not going to wait for Rolling Stones, somebody to catch up to that record. No. You're going to pull out your phone. You're going to sample it. Yeah. And you're going to have that record in your hand if you like it. So actually now Spotify, YouTube is your critic. Yeah. Right. Because to me, a critic is nothing but something that allows you or give you the conscience to even think about it. But now that's all a writer was able to do, was to give you and put it in your conscience to think about checking that record out. Right. But now I totally agree. You go to your phone and you check it out. Right. And instantly you criticize it. Oh, this ain't no good. Or you praise it. Oh, I'm taking this home with me. This is good.
But sometimes, you know, like Mikey said, it's a promotional thing, because some people might not be interested at first to go check it out on Spotify, for example. But if they keep saying, you know, reviews and articles about that particular album, it's, let me check it out. Oh, well, it's that good. Oh, let me check it out. Right. That's the thing with music critics now.
Yeah, music critics. I mean, and think about even film critics. Think about Oscar nominated movies where, like, I don't go to see movies like I used to. So when it comes around like Oscar time and they're showing all these promotions for all these movies that are Oscar nominated, I'm like, I've never even heard of this damn thing. What is it? What is it? But you hear rated 5 stars by blah, 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 or rated. I'm like, well, hell, I better go see it. They're saying it's so great. Yeah. Maybe I better, you know, because if I watch the Oscars and I'm not gonna know what the hell it's. I've never seen. So, but based on the promotion, based on the marketing, you know, and it's constantly in your face that way.
That was the thing with Beyonce, because I wasn't really interested in this new release from Beyonce. I can't call myself a fan of Beyonce. I'm not. So that's why. But you see that album constantly. You see, you know, promotion counts on Instagram everywhere on the net. So I was saying, let me check it out on Spotify. And that's what they want us to do. That's the job, the music critic.
Right. I think it's just like a subliminal thing, whether you know, the label provides the critic with the advanced copy, and so you know, all that great buzz for them. But you know, film studio.
The main push, but the main push of that, what he was just talking about, it really had nothing to do with a critic. It had everything to do with the company pushing it out through commercials, pushing it out through DJ radio stations. You've seen it everywhere. You hit your YouTube and you see her sitting on this glass-looking horse. I mean,
and those are marketing tools, and critics, they're just another promotional tool. Exactly. That's just another aspect of it. Exactly. You know, nobody really needs to sit by or stand by. Well, I'm going to wait until such and such gets his review and then I'll go out and get it.
Right.
Nobody's going to do that now. But that's what I'm saying. All these reviews, especially if they're favorable towards the artist, it's just another promotional push. Yeah. It's just another aspect of what's already being done. So nobody needs that type of music critic anymore, but it's just beneficial to the artist. You know, it's like if they can say they've got a Grammy and a 5-star review on this album under their belt, that's a bigger push for them, you know, and that's a bigger push towards longevity. accolades in the business. So really the main ones benefiting from music critics, I feel, especially if it's favorable, is the artist. You know, it's promotion. So
Right.
Like I said,
the consumer may not need it. So
like I said, some artists are just untouchable, and Beyonce is one of them. In my opinion, she's untouchable. I rarely read or see a bad critic or something, a bad critic about Beyonce.
right.
I rarely see it. I rarely see it. Especially
Tell us how you really feel about Beyonce.
Especially coming from, you know, these professional music critics, I rarely see it. I don't know. To me, she is untouchable when it comes to all this. To me, she's untouchable. But
I mean, everybody has that untouchable, you know,
you think
to
so?
a point. I mean, when you look at it, would you say Michael Jackson at one point was untouchable?
At one point.
At one point, yeah. At one point.
Would you say Tina Turner at one point was untouchable?
Let's say it. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen any negative reviews for Tina. I don't think I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody loved Tina Turner. I mean, people had moments to be untouchable, depending how good you come out the gate. And how much of a reputation you built. Like Tina Turner, she was known as the comeback king.
Yeah.
Going through all the Ike stuff. Then the finally hit Pay Dirt with Private Dancer. The sky was the limit for her for years after Private Dance. I mean, sing the tours, even her farewell tour.
And she was in her late 40s.
She's up on this thing, going over the audience and everything.
Yeah,
she was in her late 40s back then, so nobody really wanted. She was based in Europe, I think, because the American market wasn't really interested in Tina Turner back then.
No. If you saw that Tina documentary that did on HBO, one of the label heads, one was trying to push her, you know, for Private Dance, you know, they, wanted to do all this, and somebody else at the label didn't want her. They were like, oh, isn't that hag from that, and they actually called her something much worse. So I can't even say it here, but in relation to her age, they were, and her skin color, they called her names, and they wanted nothing to do with it. They wanted to drop her from the label. And this label head said no. He was just like, no, we're going to push this. And, you know, one thing led from there, and, you know, the rest is history. But she went through a lot of crap, you know, I'd say prior to Private Dancer, she wasn't untouchable. She went through some major shit. You know, because they had written her off. They didn't know what to do with her in the US market. They figured she was too old, and it was because of that person at Capital EMI who believed in her. She had fellow artists coming out advocating. David Bowie was advocating for her, you know, and so they started sitting up taking notice, and so then they started to push her. So, but you know, but before that comeback, she definitely wasn't untouchable. She had her share of BS. That was leveled at her. So
you know. Some artists do come untouchable. You know, like right now, let's just go on the hip hop genre. Right now, Megan Thee Stallion, I think she's untouchable. She's the hottest thing going. You know, I mean,
I know you like her funk. I know you love Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean, I think Megan is a very interesting woman. You know, because
I'll echo that.
Yeah, I think she's very interesting. I think that a lot of the stuff she does is to make money and take care of her family, because you can't knock the stuff she does, but she still found time to get her education.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm just looking at this woman. She got a plane. She got a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, unless she veers from it, because you can't say, oh, after this is all over, then what's she going to do? Mm-hmm. This woman got a college degree.
But she's smart.
Yeah. And her name. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, smart.
Once
she can walk in any company with her degree, and you know they're going to hire because they're going to simply say, we got Megan Thee Stallion working for us.
Right?
That's just it.
Yeah, she's got such an interesting backstory. I know we've talked about her before, and yeah, that's true. They market her, you know, the same way they do most female rap stars, but yeah, it can be frustrating when you know she's so much better than that. And there's other things, yes, that they could be doing with her, allowing her more freedom, creative freedom, but you know, she's gonna do what. You know, she knows which side her bread is buttered on. So she's playing the game, but I know she could do so much more than what we're seeing. After hearing her speak and seeing her in interviews and hearing her backstory, I know this is a smart lady. So, but it's what will the industry allow her to do? You know, what do they think the public wants to see from her right now? So is she going to play the game and continue on this image trajectory that she's on, or is she going to try to switch things up? Will the label go for it? You know, they want sales. So, you know, that may
I look at it like this. You know, she's not going to change to the customer change, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, long as it's still making that money, she's going to stay there. Once she started seeing the dip in that, then she would start thinking about change.
That's true.
You know, she was probably thinking about different lyrics. It's like, okay, now they ain't feeling this no more, because you got to understand too, just like she grows up, her fans grow up as well.
Right.
You get to a point of maturity where you're saying, oh, I ain't feeling this. I'm thinking about getting married, settling down, having a family.
Right.
So
and I think we will see that for her.
Yeah. So Megan Thee Stallion gets to the point like, okay, my fans ain't on this no more. They thinking about, you know, settling down, having a calmer life. So my material will get calm. That's if she still want to stay in that game. She might just say, okay, I made my money. Now I'm finna go into corporate world and make a living or whatever. Because she don't build such a name for herself. She can go anywhere in the world and probably be a success doing anything she want to do.
Yeah.
Especially when she can just drop education on. You know, you cannot call this woman stupid. You know, you can't just say, oh, she's just another dumb rapper. You can't say that about her.
You definitely can't say that.
Do we know? And that's the smartness about her. She made sure you could never say that about her because she went out there and got it.
Yeah, that's so, do we know what her degree is in? Did she ever say?
She did. Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue too.
Okay, because I couldn't remember, but
yeah,
I think, you know, I think these are probably things she's already thinking about. You know,
I want to say, I don't know why I want to say engineering, but
okay. So, which means
I want to say engineer, but I'm not sure. But I know. I remember them talking about, put it this way, it's a degree you can't be a dummy and get.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
I
exactly
just leave it like that. It's a degree you cannot be a dummy and get.
I believe it. So I think, you know, she's doing what she's doing right now because that's what's popular. That's what's making the money. she'll start to mature. Her fans will start to mature. So either she's gonna go a different way lyrically, musically, or she could just get out the business altogether and just go a different way. So,
That's
but because you figure the shelf life of a rap artist is so short.
Yep.
Especially a female.
Especially a female, she's not going to be doing this forever. So, she's probably just having a good time, making the money. She could be, stashing that money away and then surprise everybody with something completely different. So,
well,
I'll say more power to her.
I'll put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
She got her college degree. I bet she ain't worried about no student loans.
Right?
That's why I say, girl got a plan.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, she ain't got no debt from college over her head.
Must be nice.
There you go.
That's great.
I mean, that's why I say the girl got a plan. She probably said, hey, I'm going to college, I'm gonna get this degree, but hey, I'm gonna do this to pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I mean, just like, what was that movie? Players Club. When, remember Diamond, she was stripping to make the money to do what? Pay for college.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Anything.
So when she got out of college, you didn't see her on the pole no more. And she was doing what she went to college for. She was a reporter.
That's it. Yep.
I hear it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Bottom line is you have to be your own music critic. And I've been my own music critic, especially today, because I just got this from the mail. I got this on Friday.
Well, let's see.
This is the new
yes!
Sunday. It's called let's say for instance a new record. It's
It's beautiful.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's signed.
I think I got it here.
It's
somewhere.
signed too.
Yeah, it has that.
Yours is signed.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a double album. So this is I think her fifth album. I think so. I believe.
Wow.
Oh, you have it.
Oh, you got it too. Go ahead now.
Yeah, mine's not signed. I'm not bougie like Ian.
Did you spin it, Frank? Did you spin it?
No, I haven't spun it yet.
I did this morning, and because I have all of her albums, except I don't have her last one, a previous one on vinyl.
Mm.
But it's personally, I love the first two albums. I just love them because they were so very soulful. They were pop, but very, very soulful. But this one here, as you know, it's a mix of genre. You have some pop, you have a bit of R&B soul, you have a bit of disco. So it's a mix. It's a mix of genre. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, but it's not my favorite one. It's not my favorite one. Yeah.
That packaging is gorgeous. I don't have any of it.
Yeah, gorgeous packaging. Very gorgeous.
Yeah.
Which one you don't have? Oh, look
I don't
at
have
you.
a previous.
You so bougie.
I don't have I don't have a previous one. You know the one. I think it was a red jacket. The previous one. I don't have it on.
Is it this one?
Yeah, this one I don't have it. I don't have it yet on vinyl.
Bring it closer, Funk. I can't see.
Bring it closer.
Bring it closer. I can't see.
In real life.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't have this one on vinyl, but I really I love her first two albums, like Vision of Events and.
I'll tell you what. I love.
Yes, this one is amazing.
Her on this cover.
This one is amazing.
That's the one I've seen.
Long Live the Angels and her debut, A Vision of Events. They are amazing. They are amazing. Yeah. Very soulful.
Yeah.
I
love her.
I gotta get caught up. I've seen her perform, but I don't have any of her stuff.
She's very talented.
Yeah.
Singer, songwriter, piano player.
And you don't hear nobody talk about her.
No.
You don't hear nobody talk about her.
And you know why? Because unfortunately for her, she became, kind of big at the same time as Adele, and Adele just blew everything. And she's from Scotland. She's from Scotland, so Adele is from UK. So Adele took everything. So
wow, that's why. She nabbed her audience.
Unfortunately, wow. She's so talented, man. She's so talented.
Wow, guys, I was gonna say I remember reading reviews on her. I seen her on a couple of the like morning talk shows, and then I didn't hear anything else about her.
Everybody was talking
like she disappeared.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's been a few years.
This one is catapulted her.
Yeah, a vision of
wow.
This one is
next to me.
Yeah, you have the alternative jacket because I have another jacket. Me.
Do you?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Oh, I can find it, but it's in black and whatnot. Yeah.
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 This one right here.
The first two are just so good, so good, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick her up.
Yeah. But this one here, it's not bad. I mean, there's a few tracks that I really, really liked. I mean, yeah, but it's not as good as the previous ones, as the first.
Okay. Is that a double?
It's a double LP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a double LP.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a double
LP.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so far behind Eve in spinning my records. I ain't got to it yet. That you see me reaching over here. That's stuff that needs to be played.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to be your own critic. And I was
always. Yeah.
I mean, you're the one who knows better what you like and what you don't like.
So, right.
Yeah.
No matter what music critic says. I mean, you know what you like. I mean, and sometimes I'm just curious. That's why I'm gonna check, what the reviews are and whatnot, just to see. So am I, I like an album, but the critics are just, demolishing this album. I'm like, oh well, okay. I like it. You know what I mean?
Totally. I mean, I'm like you. I just take all that with a grain of salt. I mean, and that's not just for music critics. I mean, I'm in like vinyl Facebook groups and stuff, and you meet a lot of like vinyl snobs, or music snobs. They don't like this, they don't like that. So when you post something, they'll be negative about it, and it's like I don't give a damn, because it's like
that's what
I'm like. I may not like your shit, so what? So you don't like what I'm posting, get over, So I never think about the way it is. It's like it's my ears, my music, my memories.
Yeah.
My experience, anybody else's criticism, it means nothing. So it's just like I like what I like, I share it. So and that's how it should be for everybody. Music is such a personal experience. There's no way someone can just tell you something is right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. You like it, you like it. Exactly. There's no music police.
Right. Well, and then, you do gravitate towards people that get the similar taste like you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why we together like we are.
Yeah.
Because yes, I'm a big Donna Summer fan as well. Yes, I like dance music.
Yes.
Then for me, I love the neo soul. I love the soul stuff. Like I said, Eve don't spend so much of my money just introducing me to all this neo soul stuff. I always tell Eve, she knows I get on. I said, there you go, spending my money again. And I mean, I think no lie, I think I got a stack like this.
Woo.
That all because of Eve. Yeah.
All about Eve.
I got stuff over here that I haven't even got to because of Eve. It's just waiting to be played, Yeah.
Waiting to be appreciated.
Yeah. So
you can send me something. Oh, check this out. I check it out like, ooh, what was that one? Alicia
Walters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me about that. I got that album, and that album's been in rotation ever since.
It's good.
Still
it's very good, huh?
It's right behind me somewhere down here.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's so good, and we
here it is. See, it's still close.
Yeah, and we never heard about.
Oh yeah, I remember when you did your review on her.
Yeah.
Very
good.
And Alicia, awesome.
Yeah. See, it's still close to me because I'm still playing it. E.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very good.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you have to trust your preferences. You have to trust your taste. You have to, no matter what.
Yeah. That's one thing I would say. Eve haven't steered me wrong yet on something. When she introduces me to something, I check it out. I gotta have it. Hey, you know, Eve. Here it is. You introduced me.
Bam.
Who's that?
Yeah.
LadySoul.
Oh, okay.
She's
she introduced me
from the UK. Very, very
beautiful.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I just love this picture of her.
Oh yeah, this one is very good.
Oh, I've seen that cover. That's the one I'm familiar with. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, these records are expensive.
Yeah, because they're coming from the UK.
Oh, always.
No joke.
Yeah.
But the music is so good. I had to have it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it. But while we're on that tip, we're talking about how expensive records are now. That was gonna be our next topic. So you right on time.
But guess what? It was no one-step price though. It was still below that. It was still below that.
Yeah. So, so what do you think? I mean, as far as how expensive releases are now, or just vinyl in general, because it's not just new releases that are expensive. You go into the local stores, your brick and mortar stores, everything has gone up.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about that? Or what are you experiencing, or what are you noticing now when you go crate digging now? As far as prices.
I've mentioned it in our previous Funk. I've mentioned it in our previous episode. Here in Canada it's worse. It's insane. It's insane. And I was talking about it to Funk not too long ago about this reissue of Michelle and the Delcello Better. When I heard that it was on vinyl, I was so happy because I just love this album. It's one of my favorite albums by Michelle. And when I heard that it was released on vinyl, there was going to be a reissue. I checked on Amazon Canada, and it was like $59, and I was like, "No way, I'm going to buy this for $59. No way." Then I was talking about it to Funk, and Funk says, he sent me the Amazon US, and it was like on sale for $25 or $22, something like that. And I purchased it on Amazon US. And it was still with, the shipping, it was still cheaper than buying it in Canada. So
that's amazing.
It's ridiculous. And
that is ridiculous.
The used bin, I'm telling you, and I've called like 3 record stores in Montreal about that Michelle album, and it was like $55. I was like, what is happening?
Wow.
Yes, it's a double LP, but come on, $55.
That's how it is all across the board. Now that's high. I thought American prices were high. That's high. I can't.
High. It's insane.
It is insane. I was at one of our local stores just a couple weeks ago, and I think they had the latest one by Machine Gun Kelly. So I was just looking at that. So the new one was $35. They had an open copy or a used copy for like $30. So I'm just like, well, hell, you might as well just get the new one. I'm like, 30, 35, it's crazy. And like the used prices have gone up. It's just something. Yeah. This store, I'm not going to name who it is, because I'll be talking about it in my next video. They used to have, remember, you used to be able to go into a store and they'd have like a dollar record bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that those don't exist now. Dollar bins don't exist now. So I noticed over the last couple months, maybe it was earlier, the dollar bin at this particular store is now a $5 bin. So $5 bin. And the dollar bin was like hit or miss. You know, it could be poor condition, it could be VG, but in any event, it was $1. So you weren't out much if the condition was terrible. So now the minimum cheapest album you can get in there is $5. So they have a $5 bin. And honey, let me tell you, the condition of the $5 bin, they're worse than anything that you would see at the Goodwill, but they're still $5. I said, who is going to pay $5 for this? This could be $5 going in your gas tank. This is how bad the poor condition that these records were in. And they want someone to pay $5 for this. I picked up one album and I couldn't tell by looking at it in the bin. I looked at it, I said, ooh, Bonnie Raitt, Green Light, 1982, one of her albums. Picked it up, the whole bottom half of the album was gone. It had no bottom. It was like a dog had chewed off the bottom of the album. And I said, they want $5 for this? Are you serious? It's like half a cover. So I'm thinking they want to sell this for $5. Even more disturbing is like they bought this off somebody.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, is this what it's come to? I'm like, wow, man. So no more dollar bins. It's $5 bins, and $5 bins, the condition is awful. I walked out so disgusted. I said, this is unreal. But that's the game now. You know, that vinyl is so precious now. There's so many people out here buying it, will pay anything. They'll get it. You know,
depending on the genre, it's crazy because I've went to my local record store like a few weeks ago, and especially in Montreal. I don't know if it's like that in the US and whatnot, but when it comes to hard rock and metal used albums, oh my God, you're gonna find VG albums for $30.
Yes.
It's crazy how expensive it is. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's exactly
crazy.
Man, well, I guess headed north it gets more expensive because I'm south when it comes to you, Mikey, and definitely E up there in Canada. Okay, my dollar bins are $2 and $3 bins now. They ain't got to the $5. That's why I said it must be getting expensive north.
It's getting expensive now, honey. Yeah. $2 or $3 for some vinyl. You doing good now.
Oh yeah.
I even noticed my Goodwill has gone up. The Goodwill has gone up as far as vinyl. You know, used to be able to go into Goodwill and get vinyl for 50 cents. Now minimum it's like $3.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, they're in, you know, any kind of condition. Seam splits, you know, food stains on the vinyl, you know. But, you know, even they've gone up as far as prices, you know. So, but
okay. Now I tell you what, and you just made me think of this too. E was talking about this record by Carole King, Tapestry.
Yes.
Okay. That used to be a dollar bin record all day long.
Yeah.
You could get it anywhere all the time.
Yeah. Now, when that one step came out of that, those dollar bin records jumped up in price all because people was buying a $125 one step.
Exactly.
So these record store owners said, oh, well, hell.
Yeah.
Let's get a dollar bin Tapestry.
Yeah.
Remark them. Now you go in there, you see the things $12, $15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
When he was still in dollar bins before that one step came out.
That's what
I'm talking about in mint condition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you paying almost $20 for that dollar bin, all because of that one step.
Yeah. Because I checked because I bought my copy like maybe 3 years ago for $3. $3, I think, near mint condition. And I checked. I was curious. After the one step, I went on Discogs, and now you cannot find a copy like a near mint copy for less than $25.
There you go.
On Discogs, because they know since the one step, they know.
Yeah.
They know this was a $3 to $5 album all day tapestry.
Right.
All day.
Right.
But hey, this was
and $5 if it was sealed.
Yeah, sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's still a long cry from $125.
Right.
You know.
And
it's
$5 minus the 120.
Yeah. The original sounds good. I mean, I have it to me for my audio system, it does sound good. I mean, a good
just
in
like,
good condition sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
just
good.
like that Thriller, huh? Just like that. My original Thriller sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, and I have 2 of them in mint condition. So I don't need a $125 Thriller to let me know I'm listening to a good record.
I mean, the market now, it's I guess it's the bad part of of the vinyl getting very popular since it's been a few years now. But hey, that's the bad part of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. It's no more a niche market where there's only a few collectors out there. You know, now everybody's into it. You know, you got young kids getting into it. They want to buy their first album, and they want, so they recognize this.
It's trending on the tip. So hey, that's But
okay, getting back with what you just said, Mikey, the young getting into it, buying records. Okay, now let's be honest. Would you buy a $125 record and put it on a suitcase turntable?
Oh no. What? No, sir.
See, that's the ones that still live with mommy and dad. So they ain't got rent, car note, insurance yet.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But no, I hope there's not a young person out there with a suitcase turntable who would get a one step, but still not counting the one step, but just like that vinyl's mass appeal has driven up the sales, new, used, whatever condition, because everybody's after it. So that's why we're seeing these price hikes now, even in the most cheapest scenarios where vinyl was so cheap, now it's going up. So
anyways, I don't think that MoFi One Step are targeting,
no, they want the what demographic they want.
Yeah. The younger audience, they want that hip hop on vinyl. They want that pop on vinyl. And you were talking about this actually, Funk. You were talking about the new the Nelly release reissue. That was like, was it Nellyville you were talking about?
Nellyville.
Nellyville.
Yeah.
And what was the price of it?
$40.
Here you go.
Yeah, that's boggles my mind. That's crazy.
$40. I wanted that, and I wanted Ella May's new one, Heart on My Sleeve. Both of them were $40.
That's
then once you, like I said, once you put tax on that, you walking out with just 2 records north of almost $100.
Exactly. It's insane. It is insane.
Wow.
I mean,
and I was telling Eve, I was just like, man, Canada, that used to be the place I would go to get records for cheap. You know, I would go on vacations to Toronto and hit all the record stores and come back and talk about how much I saved, or I would order from Canadian websites, knowing how powerful the American dollar, the exchange rate used to be.
I believe
that's over now. So.
I believe Toronto is the most expensive city now when it comes to vinyl. In Canada, Toronto is the worst place.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. You know, so I knew it was coming.
It's so expensive.
I knew it was coming. Wow.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Like I was saying earlier, with the Nellyville and the LMA, the record store I was going to buy these records from, when they released the Friday list, you know, they had 8 copies of Nellyville, 8 copies of LMA. That was Friday. I checked today before we started making these videos, and LMA was still at 8 copies. Nobody bought one.
What?
Nellyville was down to 7 from 8 copies. Somebody bought one.
Yeah.
Is that the store?
And this is a record store that used to, if you was late to the party and you get online, you would see sold out, all down the list. Now you get on that list, one might be sold out, but they only have like 3 copies anyway of something that I probably wouldn't even buy. But it's just the thing that this record store, I'm not going to mention the name, unless they're going to pay me, I'll plug them, but they ain't paying me, I ain't plugging them. But anyway, like if we got 1 million viewers, huh? But anyway, it's like everything is not sold out like it used to be. Just by going on that website, and this is a popular record store here where I'm at. And I mean, you will go on there, like, I tell you, they'll put sometimes a list out like 8 o'clock that Thursday night, so you can see, and you can start ordering after 12 o'clock to get them. And like, when I get up and go to work, I will look, and you just see a bunch of sold out going straight down. And I'm like, dang, I couldn't stay up to 12:01 because I had to get up at 5 to go to work. Now I'm man. Record, you know. Now,
so that's how it is for like
sleep. Because when I wake up the next morning, these still got 8 copies left.
It's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be there.
So you say because of the prices, it's gonna be there now.
Yeah. So now, I mean, and I'm saying all this to say, you're really seeing people are saying, "Hey, I'm not buying this." You know, I'm not buying. Which I applaud because much as I wanted both those albums, I didn't get them. I did not buy them. You know, I told Eve, I said, I'll wait. Maybe it'll bounce in and use the band and it might be worked out at $25 or something. Then I might do it. But $40 right now, all because it got plastic on it.
Yeah.
It's sealed. No. If somebody open it, tear that plastic off, it's $25. Yeah, I get it.
If the record store is going to be stuck with too many copies, they're going to have no choice but to put them on sale or something like that, because they're going to be stuck with so many copies, and it's sad. But hey, I mean, come on. People they can't be spending like $100 for 2 records. Come on, this is
that's crazy. This is why for like new vinyl, I mean, I would love to give, support locally. I would love to, but, with the prices are what they are in the local stores, it's hard to do that unless it's record store day. Record store day, of course, I come out for them and, but, on the average, these weekly or monthly releases with the prices that they are, I just go to Amazon or whoever I can get them cheaper from online. So that's why I say with the new releases, I'm not too upset about that because I know what I have to do. But I was really like this last time out when I went to the store, I was just really disappointed to see what qualifies as a $5 used record now. So I walked out of it and shaking. I said, ain't no way in hell. When gas prices are what they are, people trying to, somebody's gonna pay $5 for a half a record, with a half. So I was like, I said, let me do an experiment. So I got home, and maybe that weekend, I was like, because I said, if this is the kind of stuff they're selling for $5, I said, I know I can do better. So I started looking around, just did like a quick search on Google and found, did you know that there's a relatively new website out there called $5records.com? So they just started in January, and they got some pretty good reviews, so far. So I said, I wonder, and this is going to be my next video, by the way. I'm going to be reviewing the albums and everything and the whole experience and everything. But
Go ahead, plug it, girl. Plug it.
I'm sure. Well, So, but, I ordered from them, and they're not like someone you would go to if you're looking for like obscure records. But if you want like, pop, major pop, R&B, country, easy listening releases, classic albums and stuff, that's the place to go. So, and nothing's over $5. So the condition of the records is upwards from VG on up. So, meaning that every record is playable. They've already been tested and, and everything. So, but I said, let me see what I can get from this place, So I bought a fair amount of records because I said, I'd rather do it this way.
Yeah, of course.
Than see what I saw for $5. At my local record store. So that's going to be, I posted a video tonight. So the next one, not this one tonight, but the next one, probably next week, is going to be my review of this place, because I said this might be a good alternative for, if you're just not finding what you want for like bargain vinyl, this place might be the place to go. So, but that's what prompted it, that visit and seeing that tragic $5 bin. I said, okay. I said, no. I said, the vinyl, the game, it's over. I said, this is not acceptable for a $5 vinyl. Yeah.
I was looking for, because I've heard that there's a new box set out, a new Blondie box set that's released very recently.
I need it.
Oh my God, sis! Prepare yourself, because it's not cheap.
I mean, saw the prices. They got two. They got one. Yeah. Which is on black vinyl, and then they have like the super duper edition. Yeah. On color.
But I didn't know about the colored edition. I knew about there's a 10 LP box set, the complete one, the huge one, but the one I saw was on black vinyl. Here in Canada, it goes for $550.
Whoa.
$550, the 10 LP box set with the book, the coffee book. Yeah. And you have a 10-inch album. You have
and I think it's got like a one. Is that the deluxe one?
The deluxe one, the 10 LP one. Yeah. Then you have a 4 LP one, which goes for, I think, in Canada for $180 or $190, something like that. Yeah. But $550.
I know, man. I'm about to,
$500 for a box set.
I know, man. I'm taking donations now.
I mean, you get the complete discography on vinyl, plus you get outtakes, and you have
the outtakes, color
plus the book, but $500. Really?
I know. I'm like, I know. I'm afraid to keep looking at it because I keep salivating over it, because they've been talking about this for so long.
It's a beautiful box set, but for $500, come on.
It is beautiful.
You gotta take a damn small loan out for that.
Come on. That's crazy.
Oh my God. I was yeah, I'm about to start the GoFundMe right now.
People are actually gonna buy this box at $500.
I know. I'm like,
You know,
I couldn't believe the price
Mikey
myself.
keep on giggling. She's already on. It's in her head. She's getting it.
I'm working on a plan.
I think
There you go.
it goes for 400 something on Amazon US, but in Canada it's 550.
500. Yep.
500.
Yeah, I'm working on a plan. When it comes out, just make sure y'all don't watch the 6 o'clock movie. You might see me on that side.
Oh my God.
But yes, I saw the price too, and I was just like, good Lord. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what?
Something
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say people might be in a lot worse shape than they are now when that come out. And if you're in a better shape to buy it than some other people are,
mm-hmm.
you kind of gambling, because who's to say if it doesn't sell like you think it's going to sell,
mm-hmm.
then they'll mark it down.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
They will.
Yeah.
But the excited and over enthusiastic person might be. He'll be like,
let me just tell you what
I knew I should have waited.
Oh man, you know me already.
But to be honest, it's a gamble though. It's a gamble to think that way.
It is, because I've seen so many circumstances, and not just box sets. I've seen some things like they announced the pre-orders. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of high. I might wait on that. Well, you wait on it, and then particularly if it's like a color vinyl variant, it sells out, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like a one and done pressing. You don't see it again, and then you kick yourself. It's just like, I'll
that's
be
true.
damned.
Well, it's just like what I told you, E, about Michelle. The bitter LP. I had that in my hand at a record store for $39.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, it was $35.
Mm-hmm.
But I had some other records that I really wanted too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you, E, for showing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kicking myself. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that.
That is
I'm kicking myself all the way home.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I wish I would have got it.
Yep.
Get home. I look on Amazon. The thing is like $22.
Yeah. I was like,
I ordered it right away.
Yeah, I'm picking up this one on
Amazon. And what I do, E, I ordered mine and I called E.
Yeah.
I said, E, that better's $22.
And I was like, what the hell? Because I checked on Amazon Canada, it was like $58. I was like, no way I'm getting this. No way.
Ridiculous.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't get that. Now, get back to you, Eve, about that. I don't get that. I always thought Amazon was Amazon. But I hear Eve say, here I am calling her, letting her know, girl, you better get it, $22. Then she gets on Amazon, but she says Amazon Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she's telling me the price. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I just thought Amazon was Amazon.
No,
because they've got Amazon UK, which is when I can't find stuff on the US website, I go to Amazon UK, Amazon Canada, Amazon France. They've got So, but I think there's one for Italy.
I mean, Italy, most.
So basically, what Amazon has done is base those particular stores in those countries, how the dollar rules.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's why the American dollar might be the strongest. Yeah. So that's why I see it for $22 versus when you see it for $50. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because of the strength of the dollar?
Probably so. Probably so.
Okay.
But maybe there's other factors as well. I don't know, but like I said, I checked on Amazon Canada, and I checked on a few local record stores in Montreal, and the difference wasn't that much. It was like maybe $57 on Amazon and 54 at my local record stores. So I was like, the difference.
I've had that happen, so was it last year or early this year? They I might have mentioned this before, but Loverboy had a special release.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
You showed it. Yeah.
And I went to Amazon US to get it, and the price was ridiculous. I said, "You got to be kidding! For Loverboy?" I said, "Oh, hell no!" I said, "Let me see if I can find a Canadian website that's got this." So I can't remember what the situation was with Amazon Canada, but I went to Sonic Boom's website, and I got it for a decent price, like under 30. That was decent. So, but yeah, it happens that way. It's like Amazon will have one price, be good, it could be bad, but and then maybe too, I think it was because of the market. Loverboy is from Canada, so maybe they figured the U.S. market, it wasn't going to sell that well, so we'll sell it for a higher price here. Up in Canada, it was cheap, so that's where I had to go get it. So, but it happens. It's weird how it's marketed, but Amazon UK, same thing. British artists, I'm looking for a release. Amazon US either won't have it or it'll be sky high, and I've got to go to the UK website.
So you bought it from Canada. You bought it from Canada. So you mean to tell me you was in Eve's neck of the woods and you didn't stop by and say hello?
Well, I wasn't there. I was on the website. I was thinking about her.
Oh, there you go.
He's actually been in that store.
He was thinking while he was typing. Yeah. Like, I'm really eager to get this.
Yeah. But the store I bought that particular release from, she's actually been in that store. Where I've only visited the site. So, but
Sonic Boom is a beautiful store.
What store was that?
Sonic Boom in Toronto, downtown Toronto. Yeah, it's a beautiful store. Yeah. Is
it better than what's that other one? Nick Beats.
Nick Beats.
Is Nick Beats a store where you at?
Big Nick's is in Montreal, actually.
It's Beat. I had it backwards. I said Nick Beat. It's Beat Nick's.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, Big Nick's it's way smaller. It's very, very small.
Oh, okay.
But Sonic Boom is, I think it's a 2-story. It's huge. It's
okay.
It's a beautiful store. Beautiful store. Yeah.
They weren't there the last time I was up in Toronto, so that's why I'm eager to visit, see what it's about. Yeah.
It's a well-known store in Toronto. Yeah. Yeah. But the records, man.
The prices are just.
I don't know, but a change has to come. Like
change has to come.
Like
Sam Cooke.
Like Sam Cooke said. Oh man.
It's I don't know. It's like. It's almost like things have to bottom out before,
something's gonna explode. The market's gonna explode, because I can't imagine people, are gonna keep, are gonna be able to buy records at $50-$60 for regular records.
Yeah, I was just checking that record store, and it's still 8 copies, and it's still 7.
Wow.
It's I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hell, it closed now, but I mean, you can still order online, but it's just going to show you.
Yeah.
People are not even ordering it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I can't afford that. That's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, Nelly and LMA, that's all. They both fall under Universal.
No.
So Universal just had that $10 hike.
Yeah.
So Universal Music.
That album would have normally came out before that $10 hike, $28, $29. So
yeah, probably
$10. People are saying, the hell with that $10. You know, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, man.
Dude, apparently Universal think $10 ain't no money. But apparently, a lot of people think $10 is some money.
Yeah.
Like you said, hey, $10 is $2 worth of gas to get you back to work.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's gas or, you know, food on your table, whatever, you know, the inflation, that's how people are thinking now, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
that's how I'm thinking, you know.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's why I came out of the store so mad. I said, $5 for this. Hell, I go to Wendy's and get a biggie bag for $5. You know your damn mind.
and get full too.
And get full. Should give me my hamburger and
that $5 biggie bag. Yeah, that $5 biggie bag ain't no joke.
I know, right? I said, man, I can eat off of this for 2 days.
Yeah,
right.
And,
so,
and you get a drink.
Right, get a drink.
Yeah. But up in Canada, you know, that bag probably $10, right, E?
Mm-hmm.
E?
What was that?
I said probably in Canada, that biggie bag is $10 till a $5, right?
Oh, do we have Wendy's in Canada? That's a good question. I don't even know if we have Wendy's. We must have, but very few in Montreal at least. So yeah, it's for sure. It's gonna, if it's the same price, we're not gonna get as much as you guys. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. Because you guys, I mean, your maxi, your maxi stuff there, your maxi soft drinks, and we don't have that in Canada.
Oh yeah,
maybe it is just a U.S. thing. Maybe
maybe that's why we all down here suffering from all the diabetes and all kind of stuff. Because we supersize our drinks and all that sugar.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've noticed that since the pandemic, biggie size things aren't biggie anymore. Like you go to get like a combo or something at McDonald's, they've shrunk.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, you know, they're the size of like a slider now. Everything's smaller now. You're paying the same price. But they're shrinking it now. So it's like, it's called biggie, but it's really not. So they're finding clever ways around it. You know, if they don't go on the price, they reduce the size of the product. So it's like
now, so the 5 nuggets, you get 4 nuggets.
Yeah. That is so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get 4 nuggets. You right there. Hey, you open another nugget. No, it's 4 now.
It's 4. It's bust out. It's 4 now. Yeah. They're cutting corners, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
They talk about it every day. They're cutting corners. You see it at the grocery store.
Yeah. Now, remember how you used to open up your box of cereal and it's almost, now it's like a half a box. You look at that box like, you know, like you thought a rectum got up in there. It's like you open up the box. It's like, you know, you get the family pack of Cheerio, box of Cheerio. You open it up. I swear, if this much empty box and the cereal is like down in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Paying for a half a box of air. That's all you're paying for.
Yeah. Same for the bags of chips. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh, Christina.
Yeah,
Christina.
Shout out, Christina.
Oh man.
She was showing us a bag of chips, and it was like half of the bag was air.
Just air.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It happened now.
It was so funny. Oh, shout out to
and for anybody who don't know Christina, y'all do know Christina. That's the vinyl guru. Much love, my sister.
Hey. Oh man. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, man. You know, but yeah, they go up in price but give you less. So
Yeah.
And apparently, you know, they're giving you less of a record too, though.
Hey.
Oh,
say
try to sell you
$5.
half a record.
Here's half a record, y'all. Don't believe it. I said, this is the most pitiful thing I've seen in the record store in a while.
I can't believe the record store. The record store took that album.
That's what I'm saying. They actually bought this.
Bought that album.
That's I'm like, and what did they give them? It's like, and like,
well,
and you couldn't even,
you know, if they brought in the stack, you probably didn't give them nothing for it. But the audacity to try to even sell it,
resell it. It's like they bought this off someone, and you know they didn't give them $5 for it, but they're gonna sell it for $5. And it's half the record.
It probably was mixed in with probably a stack of 20 records, and he probably said, "Hey, I'll buy this, but you can take this." Because I've done that too. But I had some trash records, and I try to get rid of them. And I said, they'll pick what you think you can sell, and he'd be like, "Well, you can take these." I'm like, "I don't want to take them back. I'm trying to get rid of them." So I said, "All right, just give me $2 more and take the rest of them." And they'll do that. They'll be like, "Okay." You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, if I come back, I'm going to see $3 on them." You know, but I don't care. I didn't want them anyway. So he's like, "Okay, I'll give you $25 for these, but you got to take these." I'm like, "Make it 27 and take those." And he do it. They say, "Okay, 27, and they'll take them. Because I ain't got no room for that crap. It's crap to me anyway. So, you know, that's how you got to play it sometimes. You know, sometimes you got to be the one who's in control. Like these record people that spotted it, they think they're in control, but you really don't want stuff. So you got to make them think they getting the deal. You be like, "Well, make it $27 and you can take," and they'd be like, "Okay, $27. I'm happy because I didn't want to carry the crap back anyway because it wouldn't have made it to my car. I just walked past the trash can and threw it in there. I didn't want it. But something I didn't want, you got to look at it. I at least got $2 for it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes you got to mind F yourself to make it work. You know,
that's too stressful.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hear this record. What am I going to tell
taking it back home. No, what was stressful was taking it back home.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, because actually would have been more stressful if I would have threw it in the trash can. Because I love records, I love vinyl, and I hate to do that, but I didn't want it. So, you know, but I felt like too, I'm not gonna let him get over on me totally. I gotta play the game. You know, it's human nature.
Right.
So that's what I said. Give me $2 more, you can take the rest. You know, fine. So, you know, he was happy because he know he gonna probably put $3 a piece for him and hope somebody might say, "Oh, I've been looking for this for 20 years," and buy it. You know, I could have been one of the people that somebody else might have did the same thing, and I've been looking for this 20 years and I buy it.
Right.
So it's a complete circle when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know. Yeah. I look at it just how absent you want to be in thinking that way. You know, some people can walk through life saying, "I really don't care. I really don't care. It didn't matter. It didn't matter." Or you say, "I'm going to get in this game of life and I'm going to play it just like everybody else." I'm that type of person. I like life and I will play the game of life.
You play the game of life.
Yeah. I like life and I will play the game of life. And not that game board game. I'm talking about real life.
So the real life.
Real life.
Man.
I love living. So, you know, until God called me home, I want to play the game he gave me. So,
all right.
That's how I look at it. I love life. I love people. I love making friends. I love playing music. I just love to live. So until he called me home, that's how I want to do it. because I think life is a gift.
Yeah.
You know, I really truly do.
It certainly is. Yep.
Just like talking to y'all, having fun, we talk about music. This is all a gift.
Oh, it is a gift. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is all a gift. Knowing y'all are gifts to me. You know, it's a real pleasure knowing y'all and talking to y'all. You know, so I look at that as a gift.
But I always tell you,
can we get off track again?
You know,
we're talking, so it's all good. We're talking about music, so it's all good. It's all
good. We're still on track. We're still on track.
Yeah, because music is life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What's that old saying? Life imitates art and all that. Yeah. Yep. So my best artists, they're writing about things that happen in their life, and we love it. We play it, we buy it. So yeah. So I guess we still on track.
I don't know how it's gonna be in the next 6 months, in the next year, regarding the prices, but it has to stop, man. It's I don't know.
I tell y'all what. I tell you when you're gonna know the change is gonna come. The holidays will predict it.
Okay.
Mainly Christmas.
Yeah.
It's going to depend how much these record companies and these record stores are still sitting on after the holiday.
Yeah.
Because that's when mainly the record companies, because record stores are not going to buy all these copies if they know they can't move. So it's going to force the record companies to say, hey, this store used to order 50 copies of this album. Now they only ordering 10 or 20. 30 records is a big drop.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just one title or something. Now imagine them ordering 100 titles of 50. Now it's 20 of each title. Now that record company got warehouses filled with this stuff that they don't package, don't press, so they already in the red,
right?
Because it ain't out of the warehouse. So that's why I say after the holidays, first of the year, if it ain't changed, it's never going to change, and then we got a decision to make. What are we going to do?
Or people are just gonna, people are just gonna go back and buy CDs, like we talked about. We talked about it because CDs are still very affordable.
Oh yeah.
You can find CDs for $12, $15, and whatnot, even less sometimes. So hey, people are gonna say, you know what? I love vinyl records, but I can't afford it anymore. So I'm gonna start to buy CDs back. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's a matter of fact, it's in the local stores, like the indie stores. It's the CDs that I'm seeing in the bargain bins now. The vinyl continues to go up, and you see these CDs for like cheaper than nothing now. Yeah. So
but I'm seeing Janet Jackson CDs and everything for $5.
Yes.
Some are still sealed.
Yep.
I saw Control for $4.99.
Yeah.
Really?
It's in mint condition.
Wow.
That's why I guess if it doesn't change, record stores are gonna, maybe start carrying more CDs, and because it's people won't be able to afford records anymore. They won't. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how things come around and go around? Because when vinyl was in the toilet, you couldn't even think of trading in vinyl at your local store because they didn't want it. No, you just want CDs. Now look, 30 years later, it's just like, we can't use CDs. Bring us the vinyl. They don't want it. They don't want CDs for trade. They want the vinyl. So it's just like, it's funny how things come
just
around.
Think about the cassettes. They had that little burst right there for a minute. It didn't last as long though. Cassettes.
Oh yeah. Even though they're still trying to say that that's a viable format. You still see there's still some stores out there where they're like cassette specialty stores where they don't sell anything else. There's a few of them out there, you know, but yeah, I mean, they haven't come back, let's say, the way CDs have. CDs you're hearing more and more about now, but they're still out there.
Yeah.
Starting to see.
Yeah. But the thing about cassettes is, especially buying them used, I can remember when I had a cassette player in my car and you're playing this music and you're enjoying it and stuff, but you leave them laying on your seats, the sun beaming on them. And once sun is bad for tape, you know, that's when you know you left it out in the sun. When you play it again and it's playing loud and then it fades, it gets real quiet. You know, I always call that like, damn, this tape don't got sunburn. You know, I don't left it out in the sun in the car on the seat, and the sun just came through the windshield, hit that tape, set on it for 8 hours while I was at work. It don't got sunburn. Now plug it in. That's why I don't really buy used cassettes, because you don't know where they've been. You don't know somebody had them in the car or whatever. Because I had bought many cassettes, but they were $1, so it didn't really hurt me. But I was so mad when I put it in my cassette player and it's playing good, and then it fades out, get muffled or whatever. Yeah, it could have been sunburnt, or it could have got tangled up and somebody straightened it back out. You can hear how the tape was crumped up at one time. So that's what kind of made me say, I'm done buying cassettes. I don't care if they are $1. You know, it's just, Oh man, that's or that little sponge come off in the middle.
Oh yeah, and it's ruined. Yeah,
it's just glued on there. That come off, then the tape plays like crack, because once that head push up against it, that sponge is not there, and the tape is just really sounding like it's crazy.
Oh my! I forgot about all those traumas.
Oh yeah! Wow. Woo, man. Don't let me get on when you fast forward and it snaps.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God.
Or you rewind it, and it rewinds all the way to the end, and then it just comes off the spin.
Yeah.
So cassettes are a headache.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a soft spot in my heart for cassettes. I remember all the mixtapes I used to make and all that stuff.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah. I have a soft spot. I probably won't go out and buy cassettes now, even though you see them so much now. Like when you see new releases and pre-orders, you always see cassettes now, special editions, special colors and stuff. But I'm not even like the slightest bit interested. I'm like, cassette? I'm like, nah. I keep what I have, but you know, I can't see buying cassettes now, just because of all the issues you just raised. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Because because Billie Eilish, her newest album, it came out. She also put out a cassette with it.
Yeah, some artists.
So you could have bought it on cassette, LP, CD.
Yeah.
A lot of artists
wanted $15 for that cassette, though.
It's they're not cheap.
No,
they cost as much as what a CD used to cost.
Yeah.
So they wanted like $15 for a cassette.
Yeah.
Every
no way I'm paying $15 for a cassette.
No way.
Yeah.
Every major pop release I've seen has a cassette available. If it's a new album by Lady Gaga or the Spice Girls or Kylie or you know whoever it is, you know, they're marketing cassettes now. I'm just like, now, I
remember that one record store where Prince put out Versace, the album Versace, and they also had it on cassette. Now I bought the cassette, but I also bought the LP. But I already bought the cassette just because it's up on the shelf, never been opened.
The collector, for a collector.
Yeah, that's just what it is. It's just setting up there, you know, because I bought it with that intention. I'm not going to play it because I just bought it to put it up there as a collector. But the record, I played the hell out of because I know unless I got a bad needle or I drop it going to the turntable and it hit something scratch, then that's on me. But the cassette, once it breaks, it's over.
Yeah, it is over.
Yeah.
It is over. I don't even know if I have anything left to play a cassette on. I don't
even have a cassette deck anymore. I don't.
Yeah, I don't like my dual cassette players in the basement.
And my car doesn't have a cassette. I can't even play CDs in my car anymore. It doesn't have any anything to play CDs. So
that's true. A lot of newer model cars don't have that CD player option. It's funny. My car still has a CD player, but I don't really have anything in the home to play CDs on because I don't have anything hooked up. Everything is just strictly for vinyl right now. But I'd have to hook everything all up. Yeah, I know. Unless I want to put it.
Yeah.
You know how I play CDs now? I put it. I have a iMac. And which has so I put them in there, but I don't have my CD player hooked up anymore. I should, but
yes, you should.
I know. I hate playing CDs on a computer. I can't stand it. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. You should hook a CD player up because I'm telling you, eventually we got to show these record companies who's boss.
Yeah.
Because right now they think they're in control.
I know. Because I buy CDs. We talked about CDs because you're seeing like deluxe editions of stuff on CD that you can't get on vinyl and stuff. So I'm still buying them. It's just that, I think maybe just through the lack of space, I haven't, put my CD hookup up the way it is. So I'm just like, I'll throw it in the, my computer and listen to it, whatever. So, but yeah, I should have it hooked up. I know. I'm for shame.
Well, see, the one thing about CDs though, when it cut with it, Eve said the same thing about space, but I would say this too. The one thing about CDs, you can find a little corner in the closet, put a box there.
Yeah.
And just, it ain't like an LP. You just throw your CDs in the box.
Yeah. I hear you.
But I told Eve, only buy CDs that you can never get on vinyl and of artists you really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you better, and that's what I do. Artists I really like, and I got CDs in a box. My shelf is filled with CDs. I ain't got no more room. But if I do buy a CD, it goes in a box.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you because that's one thing I'm just like, stuff. Man. I said, man, all of my CD shelves, which I have in a separate room, they are filled.
Yeah.
And have stuff stacked on top of those. I'm like, I refuse to buy another CD shelf. So
I know the feeling, girl.
I refuse. So it's like, right. I would have to put them in a box because there's just there's no other way.
And now they got these cute little plastic tubs you can buy anywhere, Target, anywhere. So it don't have to be a cardboard box no more. You can buy those little plastic tubs with the lid.
You can throw it in something cute, and
and just put it in there.
Save space, man. I'm trying to buy new. I want to buy new vinyl shelves, and the kind that I want. They're so astronomical. I can't even think about CD shelves. It's just the price of vinyl storage has gone up so much. It's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, but that's another topic for another day.
Yeah,
but
I'm right there with you. It's not enough topic for me because my vinyl shelves are full. So if I turn this camera to the floor, you'll see vinyl ran up against shit.
Oh. You will most definitely see that.
Yeah, it's upright, but it led up against tables and all kind of
Oh my God.
The shelves are packed, and like you say, those shelves are expensive.
They are, and I'm looking for the kind because I'm so tired of bending down. I'm like, I can't see what that is. Let me try to pull it out. I'm just like, I'm sick of that. So I'm like, I'm looking for like the flip bins.
Oh,
like they have in the store. Those are so expensive.
Yeah.
I was pricing them, and I'm like, yeah.
You know who got those? And I love his setup. You know what I'm talking about, Eden. You probably Brandon.
Yeah. Mr. Hall of Fame. Mr. Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. His room looks like a record store.
Yeah.
Right. And it was the record store.
Does he work in the record store too? Does he work in the record store?
I think he does. Brandon. I think he does work in a record store. I think he does.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
That brother's setup is nasty.
Wow.
That is, oh my God. When I saw it, I said, it looks like a store because usually only the stores have the flip bins.
Exactly.
So, but
he has the dream music room that
he really does.
I think he has a whole music house.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, he has a great setup. And I remember when things were shifting from vinyl to CDs, because I worked in a record store for many years. The flip bins, they were throwing those out.
Wow.
Those were I remember they had those out by the big trash bins. They were throwing those flip bins out to make space for CD shelving. But see, who knew? I didn't know all those years later I was going to need something like that because, who would have guessed? And so now you see people selling those units and they're $3,000.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'll tell you what, Mikey, and I just thought of this too. Girl, all you gotta do is find some Amish people, build them, and it'd be a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's
I'm telling you.
I saw it.
Amish are good woodworkers.
Yes.
You show them a design you want, they'll build it just like that.
You and I were on the same wavelength. I said, man, I should if I can't do it myself, I should just find somebody to just put it together for me. Because I said, having to pay that much for something, it's like, come on now. So, but
and the reason it's so high because we just riding off the popularity of vinyl.
Yeah.
Right.
So they think
and people are always looking for storage.
If you want your vinyl to look good and be secure, you gotta buy this. No, I can get the opposite, making it a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yep, absolutely. And then a lot of these companies, they're they're out of state, so like you're looking at a lot of these very cool, innovative looking designs, and they might be in Sweden, or they might be, they might not even be in the States. So it's like, so of course, they're more expensive. So it's vinyl storage can be just as frustrating price-wise as vinyl itself. It's just, all of it's expensive. So, but we're in the game. We're in the game now.
Yeah. That's why you always see, no matter what, my camera's always pointing just right here because I'm telling you.
Yep.
The Funk Cafe is a hot mess.
Yeah.
Look.
I'll be talking about something, I'll be like, well, it was here. I must have moved it somewhere else. I can't find it. But I said, but I find it, I'll show it to you.
I remember once Brandon commented on one of my videos. He's like, I want to see a room tour. I said, shit. I said, my house is a mess. I said, this is the only view you're going to see right now.
Exactly.
I said, I don't want to see a room tour. I said, yeah, next.
I hear you. Sure. You don't want to see no room tour here.
I'm like, man, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I don't even have any place else to put it. So
I know. Yeah. If I show y'all a room tour, y'all probably say, damn, DJ Funk, he a slob. Yeah.
Oh man, but I'm telling you,
it's a hot mess here. It really is.
It is. That's why I'm so desperate to find some storage.
But I'm gonna be honest though. You heard me say this. But I love it. I love the chaos.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just amuse myself by digging into my own stuff.
To find stuff that you forgot you had.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know I had this. I forgot all about it. I will be honest. It can be a little frustrating when I'm really trying to find something and I can't. But it's more fun than frustration sometimes when I'm actually pulling out a milk crate from up under my pool table, flipping through and looking for something. And, see, and that's another thing too. I mean, I got a pool table, which, I wish I'll had it for so many years now though, but I put the cover over it and now I just got a bunch of milk crates with records shut up under it.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Well, like the long banquet table. The long banquet tables, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, you do.
But it is a hot mess.
Well, you do what you can do.
Plus, like I said, I collect so much other stuff too as well. I got laser discs all over the place. Yeah. I've had
to throw mine in with my vinyl because I don't have any place else, to put laser discs. So
yeah.
But yeah, you do what you can do,
Exactly.
As long as it works for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo, man.
Well, it's been fun.
What?
Yeah.
It has been fun. It's been so long because, what you say, 3 weeks in? And you look, what? No, it's been 2 months.
2 months. 2 months since we haven't done almost 2 months since we haven't done any episode from Let's Talk.
Yeah.
So we need to.
I know we were trying to get together.
Yeah. But hey,
I'm going back. It's called life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all gotta live life and take care of what we need to take care of. So everybody works different schedules and everything.
Unavoidable.
But hell, at the same time, I speak for all three of us. We glad to be working.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
that's true, man. I'd tell you people who post like several times a week. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea how they find time.
I don't know how they do it.
Sometimes I feel so bad because I'm like, I haven't made a video in about a month. Oh my God, and I know people who are doing like, hey, new videos come out Monday and on Friday and stuff. I'm like, how do you find time?
Yeah,
how do you find time to even do it? So it's but like I just said, you do what you could do when you can do it. Things happen, life happens, and
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Like when I see older people making all these videos, first thing pop in my head, they must be retired. They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right? So I'm like, oh my God.
It's called dedication, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's called dedication. I mean,
yeah, it is.
More
power.
What? I guess to a point it could be called dedication, but if it's 3 people, you're living 3 different lives, then you got to make it work. But going back to what you said, dedication, if you're making your own personal video like we all do too, then I say, dedication there.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to be. It's a lot harder when we do Let's Talk Records versus if we would do our own individual videos, which we still do.
Yeah.
Of course.
But it's far and few in between as well because we still got to take care of family and life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No one can
Not saying people that make videos constantly, so don't put no bad negative comment down there, folks. I'm not saying just because you can make 99 videos in a month, you're not doing what you're supposed to do in life. So don't make no bad comments like, you don't know what the hell you talking about, DJ Funk. Don't do me like that. I'm just saying you're dedicated.
Well, that's why I always say anybody that can do that, man, more power to them.
Yeah.
I want to know I want to know the secret.
Yeah. I mean, because I wish I could make more videos. I do. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I could at least do maybe 4 videos in a month. That's one video a week. If I can do that, I'm accomplishing something.
Right. Yeah, that's my goal. I'm like, I want to at least do one a week, and then it just never happens that way. It just never happens. Yeah. So, but you know,
because that time I said, yes, I'm back to back videos. You know, because I had the time, and I said, well, I'm gonna do a back to back. You know.
Yeah. But I remember the back-to-back video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
let me do a back-to-back right quick, you know.
You're doing a double shot, okay.
Yeah, you know. But it's been a while since I did that. But yeah, it is what it is, though.
Oh man.
But it's fun. I mean, I take it like this too. I'm kind of glad to have a small channel, because I think sometimes when you have a big super channel, you really feel really obligated.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely on. Yeah,
5, 6, 7, 10,000 subscribers. It's like, okay, you know, if I don't put a video in, I'm gonna lose. You know,
right? Yeah,
you know. Yeah. So I feel less pressure too, because I already do it for the fun. You know.
Right.
You know, and like I said, and I told Eve, and Eve knows this because I say it all the time. I already feel I met my goal in doing this by meeting people like y'all.
Yes.
You know, I met y'all doing this, and
right.
now we're doing the show together.
Right.
So really, I feel I already achieved what I never really set out to do, but to have fun. But I made friends.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. You're talking about something that you love. You're meeting like-minded people, and you're having fun at it. And so, you can't do better. You can't ask for better than that. So, you know, like in my case, I'm like, I would like to have more subscribers. Yeah, I'd like to, you know, that's that goal that's still in my mind. But I said, but how I started out was for the fun. So that's the main thing. So yeah. So, and then I feel just like you do.
Because I'm like this. You know, I got 135 subscribers.
That's awesome.
That's impressive to me.
That is impressive.
To have 100 people listening to me talk. You know, because hell, you know, my bar is very low. You know.
That's impressive, because you've got some people just starting out.
Listen to me. So, you know,
we love
my bar is very low. You know, if my wife repeats something I said 2 weeks ago, I'm shocked. Oh, you remember that? You know, she was listening to me. So my bar is low without ecstatic that my wife listened to me, you know. So,
oh my God.
You know, like I said, it's all fun.
No, it's all in fun, and be proud. 135 subscribers. You got people just starting out on YouTube who would kill for 135 subscribers. So you know, be proud. You're doing well.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, it was never about the number of that. Like I said, I felt I already achieved what
you set out to do.
Set out to do, and that was number one. Have fun. But then meeting friends, you know,
right,
and that was it, and that's the joy of it for me. So, you know, I can wake up tomorrow and have 10,000 subscribers, but it wouldn't mean nothing to me because, like I said, I already did what I wanted to do, and that was to have fun, and I met some fantastic people.
Amen.
So I'm cool. You know, I'm cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So
always a blessing. Always a blessing.
Always a blessing. Let you know. Let us know, guys, what you think about today's topic and what you think about these high prices when it comes to vinyl records. What you think about music critics. We want to know, guys. So leave us your comments, and we'll be reading them with pleasure.
Yeah, and one last thing. Are you thinking about buying more CDs? Put that in the comments.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
That's an option as well.
All right. Or cassettes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Well,
all right.
We're going to wrap this up. And thanks for tuning in. This is, what number is the episode is this?
5.
5. Okay, we don't make it up to 5. But we're going to try to push it, everybody. We're going to try to, let me see. What is it? Buck says it's going to be August. And 2 days? Okay, August, September, October, November. We're going to at least try to get 10 before the year's out. You think we can do 5 more shows before the end of the year?
I think we can. I sure think we can.
Our fans want to see us.
That's our goal.
I think we can do
Our
it.
new goal is to give y'all 5 more shows before this year's out. If we go over 5, hey, that'll be a plus. Because let me tell you, Let's Talk Records, you gotta love us. Because it's just us 3 just having fun and sharing it with y'all.
And if you love us, guys, please subscribe to our channels. I will put the link of our channels below. So if you liked what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing, please support us and subscribe, guys.
All right.
Well, no, I'm about to say, I'm DJ Funk, and I'm out.
All right.
Peace, guys. See you next time.
Peace.
See you later.